what's going on with the hantavirus. Hantavirus is spreading like crazy. A lot of people are being affected by the hantavirus. A lot of people think that, it's not doing anything. The hantavirus is destroying people, lives. And there's people in America with the hantavirus. I just heard that there was a man who had the hantavirus. He was, I think he was somewhere in Texas somewhere, man, but he ended up catching it. And there's people catching the hantavirus throughout America, man, and it's crazy right now. It's really crazy. Hold on. Yeah, it's really crazy that there's people out there being affected, and man, I just feel for them, and I wish them nothing but the best. Then you have the ebola virus, which is spreading throughout Africa. We had one guy, an American doctor, who was out there doing some volunteer work in the Congo. He ended up catching a virus. He was with his family, but his family ended up being transported to Germany. So it's a lot of people, man. They was going to originally put him on a commercial flight, but they end up sending him on some type of jet, and they transported him from the jet to a hospital in Germany, Berlin, that specializes in treating viruses like Ebola. And so far, I mean, he's still there. They have him in quarantine. They have him separated from everybody. But it's crazy, man. It's really, really insane that people are going through this shit right now. It is. It's really insane. And I wish them nothing but the best, man. But me personally, man, I'm gonna stay away from people. I guess I'm not gonna travel, man, because it's getting serious. I worry that this virus may turn out to be just like COVID or worse. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about the hantavirus. Let me know how you feel about Ebola. All these viruses are bad, and they're horrible, and can cause massive destruction. I mean, horrible, just bad. Let me see. Let's talk about Ebola virus. So some of the symptoms of Ebola virus is fever, severe headaches, muscle pain, weakness, vomiting, diarrhea, bleeding in severe cases. How is it spread? Well, Ebola is not airborne like the flu. It mainly spreads through blood, vomit, saliva, sweat, semen. Oh man. So that's crazy. If you out here having sex, man, you really need to protect yourself, because the Ebola virus can be spread through semen, contaminated needles, or surfaces. Like, most outbreaks have occurred in parts of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uganda. So it's really, really bad. So what's the treatment? The treatment for Ebola. Treatments include IV fluids, oxygen support, blood pressure management, antiviral treatments, antibody therapies, vaccines. Now exist for some strains of Ebola and have helped control outbreaks. Wow. Let's talk about the hantavirus. We're going to talk about hantavirus, bro. Hantavirus is a rare but potential deadly virus mostly spread by infected rodents, especially through their urine, droppings, or saliva. That's disgusting. So what are the symptoms of the hantavirus? Okay. Early symptoms can feel like the flu: fever, fatigue, muscle aches, headaches, chills, nausea, or vomiting. As it worsening, it can cause serious breathing problems and fluid buildup in the lungs. Wow. Most infections happen when people breathe in tiny airborne particles contaminated by rodent waste. It is not commonly spread person to person in the United States. That's good. So how can you prevent the hantavirus from being spreading? Prevention. Avoid sweeping or vacuuming rodent droppings directly. Wear gloves and a mask when cleaning contaminated areas. Ventilate closed buildings before cleaning. Seal holes where rodents can enter. Store food securely. Risk areas. Cases in the U.S. are uncommon but have been reported more often in western states, including areas around the Four Corners region. Wow, man. That's crazy. Yeah, man, you have to protect yourself from these viruses. You have to wash your hands, wash your ass, wash everything. You really have to take care of yourself, man. Because nobody else is going to take care of you. So we're going to talk about this war. The current 2026 Iran war has become one of the biggest global conflicts in recent years. Reports describe fighting involving Iran, United States, and Israel, along with tensions across the wider Middle East. Wow. So why this war matters? Well, oil and gas prices have been heavily affected. Shipping routes in the Persian Gulf were disrupted. Missiles and drone attacks spread across the region. Fears of larger regional and global war increased. Financial markets reacted to energy supply concerns. Yeah, sucks. The market's going crazy, man. Markets, if you're a trader, you're feeling the pain right now. I'm telling you, man. If you're a trader, you're feeling the pain right now. According to multiple reports, the war escalated after U.S. and Israel strikes targeted Iranian military and government infrastructures earlier in 2026. Iran responded with missiles and drone attacks against military targets and regional infrastructure. Wow. Insane. Current situation. As of today, diplomatic talks appears active but fragile. Different reports suggest ceasefire discussions are ongoing. Disagreements remain over Iran's nuclear program. Negotiations involve sanctions relief and maritime access. Some leaders claim progress, while others deny final agreement exists. Yeah. So let's say, how does this war Iran war affects the economy and the markets? Oh my God. I gotta let you guys know. The Iran war affects the economy mostly through one thing: energy. Iran sits near the Strait of Hormuz, which handles a huge amount of the world's oil shipments. When conflicts threaten the routes, markets react fast. Wow. So what's really going on in the market? Gas prices. Oh, shit. Oil prices usually jump during Middle East conflicts. That means higher gas prices, more expensive diesel, rising airline cost, increased shipping cost. Some analysts say oil disruptions push crude above $100 a barrel during the conflict. Wow. Inflation goes up. I don't want to hear about inflation. I'm going to need a drink for this.